not used to filming anymore. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Katrina. Welcome back if you have been here before. I know I recently did a Twitter giveaway when I hit 1K, so thank you guys so much for participating in that if you did. And I know I gained a few more subscribers because of that, so welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, if you haven't noticed, I have not posted in well over a year. I want to say the last time I posted was last February. And without rambling, I just wanted to do a quick update and then get into this TBR. As you can see from the video, this is just going to be a TBR. I got pregnant and then had a baby. So that is why I have not been filming or reading as much. I've actually just started getting back into the swing of things with reading with being home so much. But yeah, so those happened and it was very difficult for me to read and film, and hopefully I can start posting more consistently now. That's not really guaranteed. I just know if I can find a moment, I'll try to film. Alrighty, so it is May already. So this, the Asian Readathon already started. So for those of you who don't know, the Asian Readathon was created by Readwithcindy. I will post the original video down below of where she goes into depth about pretty much the whole readathon, but there are 4 or 5 prompts, I believe. So I'm just going to quickly go through each prompt and what book I'm going to pick. This TBR is going to be very specific towards that, and it's not going to be my whole May TBR. I don't really like doing monthly TBRs because I'm a mood reader and I don't want to have this long video of me talking about books and then I film a wrap up at the end talking about the exact same books, and then hopefully that leaves it open for when I do my wrap up. I'll have hopefully read more books. My goal for this month is to read 10 books, so hopefully we can get to it. All right, so with the update out of the way, I'm just gonna jump right into the TBR. So the first prompt is to read any book by an Asian author. Very broad, straight to the point, any book. So the book I'm going to be reading, I don't physically own. I do, however, own the first book, which is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, and I will be reading The Dragon Republic. I think it's coming in the mail mid-May because everything's kind of slowed down, but hopefully it gets in here in time and I can read it in time because I know it's a pretty thick book, and even this, it doesn't seem that thick, but it's a pretty heavy read, and it takes me a lot longer, I feel, when I'm reading adult fantasy versus YA fantasy. So I will be reading The Dragon Republic. Rebecca, the author, is Chinese American, so the box is checked for an Asian author. I do believe it is based on modern Chinese history. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure she pulls from that. I believe I gave this 4 stars last year, or maybe 4.5. I don't know. It was a while ago since I read this, so when it's been a long time since I've read a fantasy or any kind of series, I try to find a summary just to refresh my memory, because my 2 remaining brain cells are not going to be able to remember. There was a lot of characters in here. It's a pretty heavy read, so I know how I felt during it, but the details are kind of fuzzy, so I will definitely have to find a summary of some sort, and then hopefully I can jump right into The Dragon Republic and not be too confused. Prompt number 2 is to read a book with an Asian character or written by an Asian author who you can relate to. For that book, I chose The Never Tilting World by Rin Chupeco. The reason I picked her is because she is Filipino, I am Filipino, so I can definitely relate to her in that aspect. I don't even know if I pronounced her name right. Anyways, okay, The Never Tilting World. So I just got it in the mail today and it is messed up, but they're sending me a new copy and I just have to send this one back, but I thought if I didn't film now, I probably never would. So yes, The Never Tilting World. I am really excited for this book. I've heard nothing but good things about it. It is, so it's marketed as a YA fantasy, and the little blurb said that if you liked Furyborn, then this would, be your cup of tea. And I loved Furyborn. I recently read Kingsbane and I loved Kingsbane, so that already got me excited. With The Never Tilting World is it follows, I believe, 2 sisters. They're twin goddesses. I believe in this world, the twin goddesses, something happened, someone betrayed someone, and the result of that was the world was pretty much split in 2, and you can kind of see that on the cover. Yeah, oh yeah, I probably should have paid attention to that. Anyways, the world's split in 2. So half of the world is constantly in daytime with the sun out, and then half the world is constantly in night and it's frozen and cold. And I believe the whole story is written in the two different perspectives, so you see the two different sisters and pretty much their journey onto healing this broken world. All right, prompt number 3 is to read a book with an Asian character or written by an Asian author that is different from you, so the complete opposite of the last one. So for that, I picked Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. So this has been on my shelf for a very, very long time. It's been on my TBR for a very, very long time. This is like the perfect opportunity for me to finally read it. I've seen really mixed reviews by people. Some people really enjoyed it, really loved it, and other people like hated it. The author of the book, Mary, she is Korean American. Since I am Filipino, I do not really relate to that. And the other reason why I picked this book for this category is because I typically don't like, or not I don't like, I typically don't read contemporary. So I thought reading something that's kind of out of my comfort zone would kind of fit in that category as well. I don't know if the main character is Asian. I probably should have looked that up. No, it does follow the main character, Penny, who is, I believe she's older because she's going off to college and she's a writer. And she has a boyfriend, and then she runs into this other guy named Sam, and you can see they're kind of like texting with each other, and they get really close through texting. I'm pretty sure that's what this book is about. Excited. I hope I do like it. It's also a very pretty cover. One of the main reasons I bought this. So the 4th prompt is read a book recommended by an Asian. So for this one, I believe you could have just looked at like a blog post or an Asian booktuber's video and just pick a book that they've ever recommended, or you can ask someone, or you could ask an Asian to pick between a few books. So I went ahead and asked my friend Trinh. I will link her channel down below, Trinh at Transformers, to pick between 2 books, and the book she chose for me to read was Arusha and the Song of Death by Roshni Chokshi. So that, like the first prompt, is a sequel. I don't own the books. Hopefully I will soon. I am going to be listening to it on Libby. And I'm really excited to read this because I adore Roshni Chokshi. She's half Indian, half Filipino, so she's Asian. Her characters are typically very diverse. For example, Aru, obviously, she's Indian. These books are part of like the Rick Riordan Presents, so they follow, this series follows Indian mythology. With Arusha, like I said, she is Indian. It is a middle grade fantasy, so she is younger. So the storyline pretty much follows her on this adventure after she ends up lighting this lamp that releases this ancient demon. I believe he's called the Sleeper, and then we kind of follow her on this journey and her figuring out about her and her parents, and meeting other people like her on the way, which brings me to my next favorite character, who's Mimi, who is Filipino. In general, I haven't read a bunch of books with Filipino characters or Filipino authors, and I definitely want to change that because the few that I have read makes my heart so happy that I can relate and connect to these characters, and it's just really fun to see parts of me in books. So those are the 4 main prompts. There is an optional prompt. I think I'm gonna do it only because I couldn't find the book like through Libby or anything like that. The book is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. I think I pronounced that correctly. However, I know that what they're doing is, so if you're participating in the readathon and you want to do prompt 5, the first half of the month, you guys will be reading the book, and then the second half, I believe there's a Hulu show based off of it, and then everyone's gonna watch that. So I might watch the show since I can't get my hands on the book. We'll see. But for now, I plan on reading those 4 books. Hopefully more, we'll find out. If this video is super choppy and rambly because I'm not used to filming anymore. It's really good to be back. I'm hoping to be a little bit more consistent. We'll see, fingers crossed, as long as baby boy gives me some time to do so. That wraps up my Asian Readathon TBR. I hope I can get to all the books and some more, and I'll see you guys next time.